Hey everyone, Swarm here. The other day I was playing with Demolition 962, who is labeled Jet in this. We're doing a little challenge here where it was the two of us versus an insane undead computer, but we use only peasants and what peasants can build. We can't train any units or any heroes, nothing like that. So, uh, I'm black and Demo's white. I start off by just building a lumber mill. I build it in between us so we don't make a open barrier for attacks, and a farm. What we want to do is get that gold mine pretty early on. So, and I also need lumber really bad. The more resources you get at the beginning, the easier it is. So, just train peasants. That's about it for a while. What I'm trying to do now, like I already said, is gather resources, but I also need enough to be able to take down the creep camp or the expansion with efficiency. So I got my farm done there. Almost have the lumber mill finished. That should that increases the lumber I get a lot because you don't have to walk as far. They can just chop it faster. So I kind of just wait here. I make sure all my peasants are at least getting something, as you saw there. Demo, he has already quite a bit of farms up. No lumber mill though, which is, it's fine. You don't really need the lumber mill. So yeah, this is pretty fun to do. As you can see by the video length, took us about an hour. Really fun. So as you can see here, I'm starting to build towers because the undead will come and they'll come fast. So getting early defenses up is essential. And I'm kind of just blocking off an entryway of towers. Of course, I get those into guard towers. So I have 16 peasants right now. 17th one just came out. Demo, chopping lumber, building up an army for the expansion. And I pick up the improved masonry upgrade because if you look at my resources, I have so much. Like I can't even spend it all, and that helps when we get attacked. So once this guy trains, gotta grab him and go to that creep camp over there. Have them all call to arms, and then I go for the weaker one first because the double one a little bit too strong right now. And I upgrade to the town hall. I didn't need to do it now, but as I said, bunch of resources, mine as well, and I'll need it later. You'll see why. So I go for the ice revenant, but then quickly switch to the ghosts, just in case they possess. I don't remember, but you can never be too safe. So Demo came in to help. We quickly mess those guys up. Find the ice revenant, and I start building a town hall. But that was a pretty poor mistake because just a waste of resources. And I cancel it, and I only get a small refund, and I have to back off here. Guys are a bit too weak. Upgrade to guard towers and chop more wood. Fortunately, couldn't take it there, and I just stopped because I needed more wood anyway. Once I did the horrible town hall build. But the guard towers are all set up. Demo had it easy. I was protecting him with those. But he has his problems with taking on the Ice Revenant. Which, easy for him, not for me. And I decide I want to get that town hall up fast, but I need the lumber. So I'm debating whether to cancel it. I decided not to, because I figured by the time I get there I'd have enough, which I do. And as you may have seen there, Demo has destroyed the chest. That is because he didn't want the CPUs to pick it up. Something we actually considered after is maybe getting the backpack upgrades, because we can use summons, I think. So Demo's setting up his share of the towers there, just in case they go the long way around. So my keep is up. Important thing about the keep is you get the lumber upgrade and the advanced masonry. Don't have enough lumber because all my guys are slaving away on the town hall. So just another waiting phase here. A lot of it's just slowly but surely building up to take down the enemy. So I send those guys out because they can't do anything. I have no lumber. But it gave me a pretty good head start on building that. Demo with pretty solid amount of resources. To be fair, he didn't cancel whole town hall. So in a bit here I get advanced masonry and that lumber upgrade. Now that lumber upgrade right there is key. You just get so much from it. So I sent out a little scout here just to kind of get an idea of where we could get attacked from and where we need to head. Kind of just send them all over because I'm not too familiar with the spawns. So my town hall here almost complete. The scout goes out. Still a little bit waiting. Town hall gave me a bit of food there, so I can train a little bit more guys. So we're setting up towers there. Because getting attacked now would be pretty bad, because not only right there, found the undead. They have tier 2. Not too much. Didn't get as much information as I wanted out of that. So I'm bringing in resources like a madman. Decided to spend it on some reinforcement towers just because I know they can walk across there and attack. And some up there too. Just in case if they really want to be the sneaky guys and do that. You never know with the CPU. So I have too much peasants in the gold mine. Of course, I always do stuff like that. Now I don't have enough in there. So I send one back in. Gotta optimize gold income. So here I do important things. I 1 build a workshop. I 2 figure out I need an altar for the castle, so I build that. And then 3 I build a workshop eventually, and a bunch of towers. And I need the workshop because I thought it might be nice to have some cannon towers in case they, like, I don't know, necromancer spam, something like that. So, fun fact about call to arms. Unless you can't call to arms unless you have a keep. Unless it's your main base. So these guys don't know what to do. Running out of trees. So I just send them up. I need more peasants. I decide just build another town hall because this is the beginning where I get more resources than I can even handle, and I physically can't keep all the peasants busy, and it's it gets hard to keep track. So there's the workshop going up. My altar's done. Just tell the guy to build farms, that guy to build towers. We built them in the base for kind of just to do something with our money. Just realized to trap that peasant in. Poor guy. Upgrade everything to a guard tower, which I would say is the best one in this situation, because what you really have to be afraid of in this are the air units, because obviously militia can't take them out. You gotta deal with them somehow. Not much going on now. I kind of just stockpile on resources. Train more peasants, you know, the usual. So I'm getting ready to upgrade to a castle. Demo building the blacksmith. And another problem we encountered is lack of trees in our home base. We gotta realize, alright, we gotta get more trees, since lumber is the real problem, since towers are just lumber heavy and we're not using all the gold to train units. So I pick up those cannon towers there just in case they attack. The call to arms, and here we go to the next expansion. So I go in by myself because Demo's doing his own things. It's just a few fur blogs, not too big of a deal. Now I think about it, I don't think this one's harder than the one with the Ice Revenant, because you have 4 level 4 creeps, which is total of 16, and then you have an 8, a 3, a 3, and a 3, which is 17. So rune braces, pretty good item there, but of course we don't need it. So the blacksmith is really nice to have. You get those upgrades because those upgrades do numbers for the militia. So I call to arms, since peasants don't do anything. They're basically worthless when fighting units. If you want to fight something with your units, you need the militia. Demo smacking a Pandarian with his peasant there. Alright, so I just sent those guys back to... Oh no, I should have sent them back to work just because I let them stay there for a while. You know, optimize that timer. But nah, I don't care. You're going in. We're gonna mess this Pandaren up. So I start setting up a town hall. But then I give it to Demo because he could probably use both. I build one there. I give the gold mines to him, but I build a town hall there just as a front lines base. And now tower spam, because I don't want the undead to come here. We don't want that. Especially since Demo has only 1 gold mine and I have 2. And if you look at my resources, I can afford this. Towers are dirt cheap. and relatively cheap if you upgrade them to guard towers. And I didn't do arcane because I didn't feel like they're needed. I surrounded this thing. I did not want them to get in. So not much after this. Just setting up base, really. Still, I don't know why I upgraded those. Our base kind of combined now. Our base is literally just a death trap for anyone who walks in, unless you got like meat wagons aplenty, or I don't even think steam engines can deal with this, or demolishers. No siege units can deal with this amount of tower spam. They have to outrange it. I think they can. So, yeah, just a waiting game of towers upgrading and hoping the undead doesn't launch an attack. If they do, we'll die. So I get the upgraded armor for towers and lumber harvesting, and upgraded attack and armor for peasants. I pick up another blacksmith, but I never use it. And I'm not being optimal upgrading my towers. So I go look for another area to kind of forward base. And sent out a little scout here just to kind of find a good area. I upgrade all those 12 towers, still have enough lumber to upgrade the other, just enough. I promise I wasn't calculating that. It was just luck, and I got an arcane tower because I can afford it. And I find spiders here. Of course, they didn't kill it, obviously, the undead. Red creep camp, gonna be pretty difficult, so I send that guy up there to see if he can base forward there, and oh, look who's here, undead. So I can tell you my emotions right now. Panic that the towers can upgrade in time, and I just sacrifice that dude for the greater good. He's gonna stall. Fortunately, can't get the forward militia base here of the keep yet because I don't have time. I'm just getting peasants out here. Luckily, the towers finish right on time. And I target down the Dreadlord. Get my peasants, say call to arms, destroy the Dreadlord. The reason why I was targeting the Dreadlord is because sending my militia into the back to get the meat wagon would have been difficult. And the Dreadlord's the scariest because he has Carrion Swarm, a very, very powerful AoE attack against peasants. Well, I think any AoE attack's good against a bunch of peasants. And so, Crypt Lord just went away. Now that they're focusing on towers, I can, and the AoE's gone, I could take down the meat wagons. The real threats here, because the towers are winning it for us right now. Militia take down the meat wagons, and I target the hero because he's the most threatening. And it puts him down a lot of gold. He's all out of mana because of the arcane tower with feedback. It's really strong feedback. Luckily they've retreated, so now I'm on repair. We do this cycle for about, I want to say 3 times, or 3 total. Because they keep on coming, they destroy towers, and we can't go out with a open exposed base. So I go and check if Town hall could be built on that small patch of land. Sadly, it cannot. I go check if one could just be built right up there. Spoiler alert, it cannot. The spiders attack it, and I lose money. At our main base, like where the castle is, we kind of just said we need lumber, get rid of the natural tree barrier. And once again, you can see I have so much resources, I have no idea what to do with it. So I technically don't need trees. I have so much peasants, I don't know what to do with them. I said, demo, you have a good idea. I'm just gonna make mine stand there. I have no idea what to do with these. And find that they're all out of lumber. That one guy's mining gold. Fine with that. Upgrade swords and or weapon and attack again. And here come the undead once more. But I haven't fully repaired. And they come in with gargoyles and frostworms. Fortunately, their frostworms had freezing breath, which just made everything a whole lot harder. They have their lich with frost nova, and of course, Dreadlord is back. The necros were a huge pain too, because they used our mass numbers against us. So I don't have time to call to arms. I realize towers are most of the damage. I'm just gonna repair them, or at least slow them. In comes another frostworm. Luckily, they kind of leave my expansion alone and just go for the towers, which is just what I wanted them to do, because that's where all the, healthy built ones that were. Demo in with his militia, targeting down the Crypt Lord, he's dead. Targeting down the Dreadlord, he's gonna die here. And then the Lich, because Frost Nova, not as scary as Carrion Swarm, but pretty scary, especially if you have all the guys running into each other like they are now. Oops. Let me just smooth the, okay, there it goes. So yeah, that, they kind of just backed off again. And I trained more peasants. I need some towers. All of them are destroyed. I gave Demo plenty of my lumber since I have so much. And yeah, just back to waiting, the same cycle. Start repairing stuff because another attack might be a bit much. They're the Nerubians. As you can tell, I really want that expansion. Kinda just because I realized if they keep on coming here attacking, we're not gonna do anything. We're not gonna make any progress. So I go check out the lower one over there. See if there's anything of interest. And rebuild, because I had a feeling like if they did it before, they get to do it again. Just some, like the Crypt Lord, or not Crypt Lords, what you call it? Crypt Fiends and beetles, scarabs, whatever. They burrow, so they just show up occasionally and get obliterated within 3 seconds, probably, from all the towers. They just burrow in the worst spots, and guess who's here again? The undead. But it's only their lich and a few skeletons, which I found kinda odd. 'Cause why would they do that? Lich is not done. He wants to get a frost armor off and a skeleton warrior. Fortunately, he does not survive. My peasants, not even militia, just get beat upon. And then here comes some more units. And yep, here it is. Now luckily the AI was dumb enough to not do it all, so I got a chance to, make my towers some decent. I gotta stop doing that. So now there's two frostworms at the same time. They're just freezing all the towers, being quite the nuisance. Towers finish. One frostworm down. It's kind of hard to tell what's going on. Just trying to target the frostworm, because even if he just freezes towers, that removes a lot of damage. So I get militia, try and destroy things, as you do in this militia battles. They have an obsidian statue, which not doing much. And luckily that we got the abominations and ghouls to cannibalize. And I was kind of impressed how well they stood their own here. They positioned themselves right in the area where they couldn't get hit by most things, but except for the peasants and militia, which they did the job. So but we basically fended off that attack pretty successfully. I build cannon towers, kind of get, just in case they go in our base again. There's not enough room for us to build double wide there, which was pretty unfortunate. Now, if you thought I had a lot of resources before, look at them now. I haven't been able to use them, really. The hardest thing about this is that, not that, you're using only peasants, is that there's just so much to keep track of, and if you don't meet up to the line of what you need to keep track of, the bare minimum, you just lose. And luckily, I don't know. I know Demo likes to do militia battles a lot, and I don't know if he's ever done 1v1 and won. I actually just informed me he has. Yeah, I want to see that replay. But so I'm sure it's possible. Like, I feel like there's just some crazy guy, not like crazy like they're out of their mind, like crazy good at the game, that they just did a 1 versus 11 saying computers militia only. I don't even know if that's possible, but I want to see it. I want to try it. I know I will lose, but I want to try. So we try and take this down, as it's a really valuable position, but there's just so many. They just look at all the skeleton warriors. So I start the repair guy, scout down here. I build a town hall, but then spiders, they see it. Don't get to cancel it, unfortunately. It's kind of insane how big the creep camp range is. Didn't expect it to be that big. I think it's bigger when they build when you build buildings near it. So finally getting the final upgrade of shield armor. Why do I keep on calling it shield? I don't know. So not much happens. Well, I guess that happens. The undead come back. New Barak, level 6, Locust Swarm coming out with the Orb of Corruption. Now, this attack's insane, but they don't have as much units, I think. I don't see any necromancers. But just, another undead attack. Not much to say about it. We built up more defenses. They kind of get messed up even more. They also had less necromancers, which do a big part in this, actually. And by big part, I mean do big damage. So they just back off. They don't want to mess with us. So right now I'm training up an army to take down the sheep camp by that gold mine. That's kind of what I was trying to do for the past 20 minutes, but got rudely interrupted by the undead. But this is a really great position to have. It's right in the middle between the both of us. We get 2 gold mines. Looks like the Carrion Swarm missed for the most part. So we target down the Seer. He dies. And there's Tome of Experience. Carrion Swarm. I don't think Carrion Swarm's as strong on the Spider as it is level 3 Dreadlord. Still does a good chunk of damage. Militia at this point have, I think, 8 armor. I don't think spells work against armor, but so I just whack this thing with peasants. Realize, oh wait, those aren't peasants helping me, they're skeleton warriors. So I send them back. Send in a few militia. They do what they can. Send in a few more. Demo with a few peasants. I start to destroy the tome. Because Death and Decay, I don't really want them to have. And I especially don't want them to have an Infernal. If they got an Infernal, things that'd set us back pretty far. Luckily they don't. So there's a treasure there. Red Drake egg. That's what gave us the backpack idea. Because I don't know, it's kinda cheating, so maybe not. Yeah. I think no summons I make it part of the rules of militia battles. So I build towers. That guy just walks all the way over there before he does it for some reason. So I start up a town hall. Finally got this little expansion here. So demo goes out, and enemies, yellow undead, killed that one, and so he sets up town hall, and I immediately wall it off. But good thing I started the one behind, because shortly here, the undead attack, which is not really bad, but just irritating. Didn't affect us too much. And if you thought my resources were a lot this time, look at it now. I don't need any more peasants because I'm gonna stay in no upkeep. Cause last thing I want is to run out of gold. But I have a ton of lumber and gold. Not so much anymore. numbers are just skyrocketing down. Didn't seem to affect it much. So I made a little mistake here, because I wanted to I needed to leave the spots open so our guys can get through easily. And undead, relatively small attack, panic upgrade, constructing a town hall. Unfortunately, Demo loses his town hall, but it's fine. He has a decent amount of resources. I get that thing finished and upgraded to keep right away. I want some militia up here right away. And I was like, oh shoot, we just lost this expansion. And I desperately try and complete that wall of towers and hope they can do something. And I go and try to stop, but then they run away. Thankfully. They don't fight the towers or anything. The not even complete towers that are still being upgraded, they just turn. So I was like, well, that's too bad. I send that guy over to have Demo have that gold mine, since he's having a bit of gold issues. And I was like, what we need to do now is get this area, attack. It's really simple. Destroying that tower just to open up the area better, so we don't have that block like you saw there. So building a tower wall, but this time, or eventually I do it, I leave a gap open for the same reason as earlier, because this is the part where we want units just to fly through to the undead base. So something I could have done better, but it's just hard to manage, is have all my peasants just work on towers, because I have so many doing nothing. But it's pretty hard. Or it's surprisingly hard to do. So upgrade, Demo just got his town hall back. 30 lumber income really helps throughout this game. I call it to arms because if you look on the minimap, you can see yellow attacking. And I was like, oh shoot. No Dreadlord, luckily. But they do have a Frostworm, which is not ideal. My guys go that way for some reason. I'm hoping these towers can finish in time or something. Poor Demo just got his town hall back. But they just destroy my towers and run. Cool, so well, that's how much we have left. As you can see, quite a while. Because although we're close, but we're not there. We need them to, we just need bigger attack force and a decent security of this area. So gold mine went down there. I don't think that really, I don't really care about that. I have 8,000 gold basically. I destroyed that tower for some reason, probably just because I felt like it. Now, if you want to destroy towers, destroy towers. Not actually though. That wastes resources. But there's time and a place to destroy towers. Do it wisely. Do it responsibly. Said that weird. And whatever. So I get guard towers up. Half my peasants are trapped in there, but I don't really care. And uh-oh. Towers, come on, finish. I sent out this guy to distract him. I was like, okay. Time to stall. I thought they might turn around, but then come forward. It's like, well, that's not good. And I tried to send that guy out, but he's actually just stuck. Set him on repair. He gets obliterated. And then they attack all those guys. And these are almost finished. And I just want to destroy this frostworm before he causes too much damage. The beetles did pretty good damage there too. I feel like this would be a lot harder if they had a death knight with animate dead, just to be a nuisance, and unholy aura, and especially death coil, healing the frostworms whenever they get low. So, although it cost a bit of towers, we took them down. Crypt Lord level 7, that's pretty impressive. He comes back in for some reason and dies. He can't run. He tried to, but he can't. He just gets nuked by towers. So, attempting to rebuild here. Not much to say. Just waiting for them to build towers. His Crypt Fiend pops up, decides to be annoying and just attack my tower, then runs off. Here comes literally all Demo's peasants. I'm pretty sure he went over the out of no upkeep. Since I think that's close to probably 30 peasants there. So I go to make another forward base. Basically, the whole idea of militia battles, you just want to inch closer and closer to the opponent's base, so you can destroy them and tower spam. But hey, he gets the job done. It's one way to beat an insane computer. So I set up just a town hall there, so I can get militia flowing into there. I give some of my 10,000 lumber and 7,000 gold to Demo. I would say that's pretty generous. Not really. Oh, it is. Like, never mind. I had a thought, but I lost the thought. So, Demo also setting up a forward base. Now, come to think of it, I don't know what Demo was doing most of the time. I think he's just, like, stockpiling peasants, which didn't do anything. Well, it did a lot, but, like you don't really see the effects until now, and they're insane. So there's a spirit tower. Now I'm just building towers with my greed no upkeep. and greed lumber harvesting. So we have like all our guys building the town hall. And here's something odd here. They have demo goes into steal their gold, but I immediately upgrade this thing to keep. But at the undead base, there's 2 gold mines, right? But one, they established a haunted gold mine, but didn't put any acolytes into it. And they ran out of gold, I think. Why they did this? I think it's a AI bug when there's 2 gold mines next to each other and they try and set one up. It just freaks them out for some reason. It's 15,000 gold in there, wasted. They even built a necropolis. So like they set up a base, but they didn't really set up a base. It's pretty weird. Demo with all those peasants on the gold mine. They're getting attacked by this lich, but I don't think they care. There's just, it's like a swarm of ants. Like you can keep on killing them, but they'll keep coming. They don't seem to care. So keep in mind that lich just right now is level 5, and just think about this. All these peasants basically getting fed to this lich. I mean, we're messing up his base. Like, that spirit tower is, or was, attacking us. Still is, but it will get destroyed. They're also not repairing, which convinces me that they're literally fully out of gold. Like, they don't have enough to even repair. Lich level 6. Yeah, it's death and decay. At this point, I don't really care because I kind of like realize we've done it and they have no gold. So what are they gonna do about it? We're literally just bullying them with peasants now. It's quite comical. So the frost armor is keeping everything alive pretty well. But we have keeps. And that means militia. They're about to feel pain they never even felt before. All those peasants from demo. Yeah. Now you see why. They don't have a huge effect now. The Lich can frost nova all he wants. It's not gonna do anything. Mr. Rage Winter Chill. So mine are getting down. Demo just rushing the base. He goes, you can't see it on my screen, but he goes for the Black Citadel. And out of all my town halls keeps just training peasants. I actually kind of run out of gold here. So that Lich, level 7. So I destroy their gold mine because I kind of want it. They're not doing anything with it, so I'll take it. And I realized that they still have some units left, which I shortly realized that I don't care. So that's what Demo's done with all his militia. And that's a Black Citadel surrounded by spirit towers, and he did that much with militia. It takes a lot of militia to do that. Since their stats, I mean, they have pretty good armor, but they have like 19 attack at max upgrade and 8 armor max upgrade. So but the armor is good and all, but they only have 220 health. Not the ideal fighters. So that's why we're using them to destroy this insane undead computer. So now I have militia on this thing. Oh, 10 armor max upgrade. And yeah, 15 to 19. Average of 17. So there goes the gold mine. But no, I'm on a orc bloodlust right now. Like, I have the spell on me. I'm destroying their base. I don't care about the gold. I just want to, like, melt this thing down. So I target the necropolis demo. Still going at that. I'm not doing anything. I'm just destroying all the worthless buildings. Demo's actually contributing. So I go for the boneyard here. Just doing insane damage to it. I mean, it's not like I just took 80 meat wagons, which isn't possible, but and just walked up to it and attacked. But you know, still pretty good damage. So I don't know, rearming my peasants, making a militia again. So I'm just going low upkeep, no upkeep. Back and forth. I destroy the slaughterhouse. And, you know, just clean up now. Enjoy the show. So this Lich, level 8. He's gained 3 levels since we started our assault. So I target the obsidian statue because it's giving the Lich health and mana, and just making him a nuisance. I had a bit of lag there. That's a little bit weird. And that was in the game. Play from all these peasant corps and peasants in general. If you look on the minimap, you just see the trail of ants. So that's what I'm comparing the peasants to. Ants. So, Lich level 9. There you go. Fortunately, Mr. Rage Winterchill doesn't live much longer after this. So, computer getting revealed, meaning that they have no more necropolises or any upgraded form. And I feel like I was training all these peasants, but they're just missing. But no, it's going in and dying. So what can you do? I have 21 idle peasants. Not too big of a deal. Get more militia, go back in. Winter Chill's still up. The Lich. Pretty impressive. It's a frost armor, I tell you. So, Demo doing his job. Just destroying the buildings. And I'm getting rid of this nuisance and our interrupting our path of destruction. And he's come on, give Demo some resources here, mainly gold. And he's gone. There we go. So think it's just 3 more buildings. That one I'm attacking, the boneyard, and there's another one up there. Ugh. So I'm attacking the boneyard, but then I have this genius idea that I never use cannon towers. Maybe, I should. So I tell Demo to stop attacking it, and I just surround this thing with towers. So we at this point we're like celebrating. We did it. So we're just messing around here. Finding neat ways to destroy this building. Well, I found the neat way. So I just helped this guy build a tower, but then I realized, wait, I can just have them each build their own tower, and it'd be faster. So I do that. I was like, and I wanted this one to be the last building, but I realized, that one's up there. So I just kindly asked Demo to take his trillion peasants and destroy it. So these things are done. And I forgot to upgrade those two with the group. So they're a bit late and they don't have as much fun, unfortunately. So I was like, hurry, destroy it. Because the timer's on. The timer's on now. Once the cannon towers are up, if that thing's not gone, I'm disappointed. So there goes the militia, getting the job done. And if you see here, it looks like he's gonna make it. And he did. So now, get ready. Anyway, that's just kind of game fun challenge I wanted to share. It's pretty cool. Did this little voiceover because I didn't really I recorded video, and the sound was not the best, so I did it when it's better. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.